All right. Make sure I'm on. All right. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. It's the artist Andrew speaking, and we're live streaming. I've gone ahead and sent out the invite to a couple of the guys. We'll see who's able to join, and if so, we'll have a little. We'll have a good show here, but we'll see. All right. So, oh, oh, welcome to 2022. Last time I broadcast. Oh no, wait a minute. I did a Wednesday show. Yeah, we were already in 2022. Ah well, screw it. Never mind. I thought I was making a statement then. Man, I'm so glad nobody's paying attention. Oof. Hope everything's going well for everybody. Hoping everybody the new year has been smooth and safe and productive. A lot of stuff moving right now, and kind of excited about all of it. Um, I was talking to my brother-in-law earlier today, and I told him I had a story idea that I had started like churning around in the brain, and I'm thinking it's something I might make happen. It'll take a while. There's going to be some development and all, but I've got a basic idea that I'm working on. And what's actually funny is I had created an idea for a story many, many years ago. Matter of fact, I pitched it to Todd. I don't know if we ever finalized it, finished it, or anything, but it was just an idea. It was the spark of an idea. And I can use those same characters and same storylines in the idea that I have recently. So it's kind of like when you take an idea you had at one point and a new idea you had, and you realize if you bring them together, they work. And you never know, could make something of it. So, all right. Well, I sent the invite out to Todd and Avery. We'll see if they're able to join. If they are, great. If not, then this will be a short stream. But I hope everybody out there is doing well. I'm going to go really quick and check comicpriceguide.com, see if there's anything happening there, anything worthy of talking about. I don't think there was a lot added to their to the watch list. So there wasn't, I think since last time we talked last Friday, there was only like one other thing. Hooked on the Classics. How's it going? Says hello. Very good. Very good. So there's really not a lot to talk about there. I did pick up something the other day that I think is actually kind of funny. Something I haven't done in a long time. And that's picked up previews. For those of you out there who are not familiar, the major distribution for comic books is a company called Diamond. And every month they put out a catalog called Previews, and it's usually a listing of all the comics that come out 3 months from then. The one that came out now, January, is for March, so 3 months later. It's what the stores use in order to order all new comics and graphic novels and trades and so forth. And there was a long period of time in which I wasn't buying comics regularly for myself, but I was still picking up previews because I like to see what was going on and what was happening. Hooked on the Classics says, I'm in bed. LOL. Currently just gone 1 a.m. here. Oh, okay. That's only 8 o'clock here in our time in Florida. So yeah, listening to me will probably help put you to sleep. Well, needless to say, there were some over the last year or so. There had been some shakeups in the comic book industry, especially when it came to distribution, all COVID related. And DC Comics became their own they became their own distributor and distributed through new companies. Marvel broke away from Diamond, did their own distribution, but still through Diamonds. I don't really know all the details of that one, but they each have their own catalog that they put out. And it used to be previews was this nice big thick that had everything in it, and then Marvel had a separate supplemental, and then DC eventually had a separate supplemental, and blah 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 blah. And one of the things I like to do was to go through the previews catalog to see what was new. what was coming out. And I had not picked up a previews probably all of last year, to be honest with you. I don't think I picked one up at all. And it just so happened my son had given me a gift certificate for one of my local competitors, a store that actually does carry new comics. And while I was in there picking up a few things, I noticed previews and went ahead, picked up most recent copy of previews because it didn't cost that much because I had a gift certificate. And we may take a few moments and go through part of it today because I did find it very interesting in checking out the new stuff that's coming out. Um, Marvel is still doing flood the shelves. That's a term used for when they just put a crap load of crap out there. DC has a lot of stuff coming out, not as much as Marvel. Um, I actually counted there were 75 comics from Marvel, and 17 of them were number ones. From DC, it was 62 comics, with 11 of them being number ones. The reason why I point out the number ones is because they know number ones usually sell better than anything else. So they have a tendency to relaunch and restart things all the damn time. And it becomes very frustrating, especially with all the multiple covers that they do and so forth. But it's harder nowadays to find the gem in the rough when it comes to modern comics, because you never know if something's going to have to actually be a investment type book, something that'll be worth looking back on years from now. A lot of the stuff they put out is just pure junk, and that's just the way the business is. Oh, here's Todd. Let me bring him in. What's up, man?
Hello, hello.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing all right. How are you?
Not too bad. Were you listening to any of the stuff I was saying just a little bit ago?
Nope, I just hopped in.
Okay. I was mentioning that I, for the first time in probably a year, picked up the most recent previews
Oh God,
and the
yeah.
DC and the Marvel supplementals that came with it. And yeah,
Are they
well,
good?
no. I haven't gone through the regular previews,
Mhm.
with Image and Dark Horse and so forth. But I did go through the Marvel one and I did go through the DC one, and I feel really bad for stores that have to order these comics.
Mm.
And one of the things I noticed with the DC one, which was kind of cool and kind of at the same time, for each issue that they showed, they also showed a little small version of the variant covers,
Mhm.
and it was almost like all of their main books had multiple variants, as well as like 1 in 25 or 1 in 100 or 1 in 50 variants as well. And stores, in order to get those, have to order a lot in order to get those books that they think that they can sell for the higher price. And it's just sad that that's the business model that comic book stores have to deal with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hooked in Comics says, I recently started buying British comics from the 70s. That's kind of cool. We weren't really exposed to a lot of British comics when we were kids. I mean, there was some comics that made their way over to the States that we knew about, but I don't think I like what's his name? Miracle Man. I never got into that at all. 2000 AD, never got into that either. There was a time when Marvel tried to push some of the British titles that they were in conjunction with. Death's Head was something in that realm, but I never really got into it.
Hmm.
You remember that time?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember a story idea that I told you about a few years ago, in which one of the main characters was a girl who was clairvoyant and could see the future? And she started off telling, at the very beginning of the story, she starts telling a story about how she was involved in a love triangle that resulted in the death of 1.1 million people. And then she said, "Oh, wait a minute, I'm getting too far ahead of myself. That hasn't happened yet." And then she starts telling the story.
Yeah, vaguely.
Vaguely, okay. Well, I came up with an idea,
Mhm.
or I'm developing an idea for a story.
Okay.
And it's very much X-Men type. It's a superhero team type of book, type of
Awesome.
idea, but it's more like the X-Men you and I remember, you know?
You mean good.
Not just good, but it had characters. It had characters with personalities. It had drama. It had romance. It had revenge. It had things that made stories good.
Are you
And
thinking about, do you mean like um um like a Claremont kind of a thing?
something very similar. I mean, Chris Claremont, the John Byrne, the Paul Smith, the John Romita Jr. stuff, those were some of my favorites. Time for the X-Men. But one of the things that I always liked about X-Men, other than the fact that it was a teen book, because that was one of the things I always liked is teen books, was that there was so much drama going on
Mhm.
between the characters, which made them more real.
Mhm.
One of them had a problem with alcohol, or another one had a problem with somebody dating their sister, or something.
Right.
There were
Like
real stories.
actual
Right.
characterization. Yeah.
Characters. Yes, exactly. And it had nothing to do with their race, their religion, their sexuality. None of that was important, you know?
Mhm.
And I kind of have an idea for doing a story, but I needed to start with the basics, which is, how do people get their powers? And I've got an idea on how I'm going to establish that. And I pitched it to my brother-in-law today because we've got another road trip coming up in a few weeks, and
Mhm.
I usually pitch him ideas and throw things out at him while we're on the drive, because it's like a 2.5, almost 3 hour drive there, and then another 2-3 hours back.
Wait, is this a you tell me about that later. Okay. So you got a trip coming up.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Mhm.
just we're going to a comic sale.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's close to Tampa, and we always have a good time going. And so I'm coming up with this new idea, but I'm trying to build on the basis. Like in the Marvel universe, you have mutants, and it's just people with genetic differences is what mutations is. I have more of a reason for why people are getting powers or people are developing powers, and I think it's a cool idea. And yeah, we'll have to flesh it out a little bit to make it make sense. But the beginning has started in my brain. The starting of it has
Awesome.
started. So
You
I
know I
have
love hearing that.
yeah, and I have characters that I want to use, and I hate to say it, Todd. I've actually already done it. I've created characters who are their whole purpose in life is to die.
No.
Yes, they're being introduced so that I can eventually kill them off without any remorse or guilt or whatever. Because you got to have at least one or two of those.
Yeah, it's true. This is true.
But
Oh man.
yeah, just some ideas that I'm kicking around in my head.
That's awesome, dude. I love it. I love it. Are you're I I would love to see more of a classic superhero X-Men style thing from you. Like
Well,
100%.
it's something it's something that's been there for a while of always wanting to do.
Mhm.
But I know you and I talked, and this was a couple of years ago. I was talking about the potential or the possibility of getting burnt out on Hero. And you said, finish the books you're working on, or finish the storyline you're working on, and then step back and do something else. And I originally thought, let me finish book 3, and then I'll step back and do something else. And I haven't even gotten close to finishing book 3, but I think I'm working on an idea for something to do after book 3. That's what this might end up being.
Mhm.
and but I also have the idea for Red Nikki, which is another idea, which actually could work in the same universe as this idea that I'm coming up with now. So those two characters could fit in this world without, you know, it's not anamorphic characters, so I can do pretty much anything I want.
Are you going to use like human characters?
Yes. No,
I
no.
remember Red Nikki. I remember that character you've had for a while.
Yeah. But yeah, this is definitely something that could be done all together. See, if what I'm developing now is my X-Men,
Mhm.
Red and Icky is my Deadpool. You know, they're in the same world. He's in the same world as the X-Men, but definitely a standalone character.
Mhm.
Hey, Dillard's here. What's up, Mr. Dillard?
Dillard.
Yeah. And there's a weird one in here. Voom to go. I have no idea what that means, but that's cool. You never know. You never know. Oh, did I tell
What
you?
is that? Somebody posted Voom to go in my one of my
Oh,
live
really?
streams today. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Someone said Voom to go. Oh yeah, it's just like Russian or something. I don't know.
Manuel's here. He says, "Hello, sir. I'm Manuel. Well, very nice to meet you. Welcome." Dillard says, "Oh, nothing. How you doing?" It's a Russian bot. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, that's what's his name was pointing that out to me. Rick was in the draw stream on Wednesday, and he pointed out a Russian bot, but I really wasn't paying attention. So, oh, okay, that does explain a lot. Dillard, I have a clip that that I found from an old live stream that you're in. That's absolutely freaking hilarious. And I made a video out of it. I haven't posted it in my channel yet, but it's a video entitled "The Guys Think They're Funny," and it's a
Oh,
lot.
I
It was a lot
remember
of
that.
fun. Yeah. Levy says, "Where can I see your comics?" Well, I have a book that I'm working on currently called Hero. We're working on the third book in the series, and what was that?
Oh, sorry, I was testing my mic.
Oh, okay. It's currently not in print, but we're working on getting the first two books back in print. So just keep an eye on the channel, and trust me, when I get it back in print and have it available, I will let everybody know.
Andrew's
But
books are awesome. Like I have an entire shelf dedicated to Andrew's work.
yeah, the most published person you don't know that nobody knows about, right?
This is true.
And nice to meet you as well, Manuel.
You and that other unknown guy. What's his name? John Byrne.
Oh, whatever. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna get the video because it's actually hilarious. The guys think they're funny. I'm gonna share it with you. I actually posted it on my old channel, my backup channel, MCC2, but I never actually really did anything with it. I haven't posted there in forever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really short if you want to watch it with me.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, he says I do want to see it. Oh yeah. Trust me, you were a big player in this one, Dillard. It was very funny. So, but then again, it's my idea of funny, so you guys might not find it funny.
Hooked on Comics. He read that quote, his post. He says, "I recently started buying British comics from the '70s."
Yeah, that's what we had us talking about. Whatchamacallits.
Right on.
All right, tell me if you can hear the oh, I think I forgot to do the share with audio. Hold on a second. I always forget that part. Oh, maybe it is set up to do this. Tell me if you can hear it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that?
Nope.
You didn't hear it, okay. All right, I'll have to get it another way. File. Open file. I'll do it in Google. That way I know I can share it from there. Yeah, we had a really good show on Wednesday. I'm sorry you missed out. we had a good time. But it was me and Rick. Rick came in, and Avery, and we just had a good time. And I did a drawing. I don't know if you saw my drawing. I posted on my community post. It was a the intent was to be a tiger princess, but I think I may use her in the story that I'm developing now. So she might be a character there. But we'll see. All right, give me just a second. Chrome tab. The guys think they're funny. Share audio. Boop. Here we go. All right, now I'm going to play it, and you tell me if you could hear the audio, okay?
Little fun debauchery. Like,
Yep.
subscribe.
You heard? Okay.
Yep.
All right,
Just turn the volume up if you can.
Yeah, I will. Give me a second. And all right. Hooked on Comics says random thing. Somebody told me Thor is now female. I'm pretty sure I was told that. There was a storyline, Hooked on Comics, a few years ago, in which Thor Odinson was deemed not worthy to carry the hammer, and Jane Foster picked it up and became Thor for a little bit, and she's now gone on to be a Valkyrie. But her taking over the mantle of Thor is the storyline that they're going to do in the next Thor movie, Thor: Love and Thunder. So technically, Thor did not become a female became Thor. Is that right?
Something like that.
That's not anti-PC of me, is it?
No,
But that's what it is. It's
I do hear that the end credit bonus scene is Chris Hemsworth as Thor joining the women's swim team, and just really.
I don't know how his career hasn't completely gone up in flames after being in the Ghostbusters movie. But did you ever see that, the all-female Ghostbusters
I did,
movie?
yeah, I did.
Okay.
Well, I can tell you why, because every time Chris Hemsworth pops on any screen in my household, my wife gets all mushy.
Yeah, I guess I can understand that. All right, here we go. You ready to watch the clip?
Sure.
All right.
Boop, boop, boop. Now we're all caught up. Hey, I got something really cool to share with you guys. Do you guys want to see some really cool original art?
Well, Evan says that you know what's cool, so.
And it actually comes with a story. So I have.
Hold on. Richard Corwin has something to say in the chat. He says, I always lie.
He always lies. Okay. I had to take some ice water because my throat was getting dry, and I'm getting ready to tell you all a story. But when I did my first, I'm getting it's got a reason for this. When I did my first graphic novel, Cornerstone, Tales from the Cornerstone, there were no splash pages in the book at all, and it was partially a conscious decision not to do it. In the second book, though,
Yeah.
I'm hearing an echo. Is that from the video or is that from you?
From
you.
Really?
Yeah, I can hear an echo.
Well, I'll mute me while I play the video then and see if that helps.
Okay. No, yeah, there you go.
Started every chapter with a splash page.
Hold on a second. Richard Corwin has something to say. Also, Evan Hotep. He says, let's talk about Rick while Andrew does his peep show. And then Richard Corwin says, context, please.
What? Rick's
All right,
not
go ahead.
here. All right. Okay. So let me finish my story. So when I did my second book, I made sure that I did some splash pages, and the chapters began with a splash page. Then when I did Agents of Cult with my friend Sean Pryor, when I got done with that the graphic novel was actually two different stories. It was Black's Danger in Space.
Evan Hotep says, oh, never mind. He's telling a story.
Yes, I'm telling a story. So it was actually two different stories. One was Agents of Cult and one was Black's Adventure in Space.
Hold on a second. Evan had something else to say. He says, let's talk about Rick while Andrew finishes sharing his story.
You know what? I'm gonna have to start the story all over. You totally derailed me. You bastards!
It wasn't me. It was Evan.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just reading what Evan. The thing is, you earlier, like not too long ago, you told me like somebody should read out.
I didn't tell you specifically. I just
Before you finish that, Richard Corwin puts a smiley face in it.
Okay.
Oh
right.
God.
Let's hold off on reading the chat until I'm done with this very, very, very brief story. Because it's gonna be 10 times longer if you guys just don't let me
I just love that other people are doing my job for me. I'm so happy.
All right. Okay. So first graphic.
I guess
novel.
I was unclear to the I was going by the letter of the law, not the spirit of the law.
God damn it, Kodiak! Will you shut the hell up?
That's still not Kodiak.
I know. Usually Kodiak screws up my flow.
Yeah. Okay, continue.
All right, so
hey Andrew, so really quick.
Yeah, Evan. Evan's kind of right. He says, "Don't listen to Andrew." When has he ever told a brief story?
I never.
Never in 30 years.
Wait, if you ask him that, he'll tell you the longest story ever about the time he told you a brief story.
Yeah, there's a setup for that too. So,
what? Tell us.
No, I want to finish this story first.
Please explain.
What story are you trying to talk? I don't actually remember where you were talking.
Yeah, where were we? What was the?
I know where I'm at.
Okay.
Cornerstone Volume 1, no splash pages. Cornerstone Volume 2.
Anyway, so what I was trying to tell you before is
yes,
sorry.
Todd.
Okay.
No, it's I was just trying to interrupt you.
Oh, okay. All right. Now that we're done with that, thank you very much.
Cornerstone.
So, Volume 2 of Cornerstone started each chapter with
quiet. Just be quiet. Let him finish. Let the man finish.
My third graphic
From the bottom
novel
of my heart, I apologize.
Hey, everybody. Thanks a lot.
So good, dude. So good.
Were they hilarious?
Oh.
Do you remember that night?
Vaguely, yeah.
You sat there and waited to jump in. I told Avery, I said, the funniest part is when Avery says, "I love it when other people do my job for me."
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Uh-oh.
Speak of the devil, and he shows up.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going all right. I got distracted. I was working on something.
Okay, well, working is, that's a good thing.
Wasn't work. I was hitting a pew pew with a hammer.
Oh, okay. Well, I just played that that clip I was telling you about. The one that I entitled "The Guys Think They're Funny."
Yeah,
and it was hilarious.
Oh, hey, what's up, Dillard?
Yeah, he's in the chat. Isn't that great?
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was funny because he was in the video clip too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dillard's really good at busting your balls.
Yes.
It's funny. I enjoy it. I wholeheartedly approve of it when he does it.
Good night, Hooked on Comics.
Yep. Says that makes sense. I was explaining to him about the Thor thing and Jane Foster, and he says off to sleep now, struggling to stay awake. Well, I'm glad I could help you get to sleep.
I am too. Yeah, I'm struggling to stay awake too, but it probably has something to do with the company I keep.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you a story.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, I was just saying, if you need to go to sleep, I could tell you a story.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, Avery, you know all about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I went to the store yesterday and bought a new toy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I bought new comics.
You did?
Yeah. Oh, so I was telling you. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I got to tell you guys something. A funny story. I was waiting to see if anybody was going to interrupt me, but that's okay.
You haven't started yet. We can't interrupt you until you
Your
start
fa-
telling the
Your
story.
face, the end.
Do you remember, guy, how I told you guys my son did an awesome thing for me for my birthday? He got me a gift
Yes.
certificate to the comic book store,
Yes.
and I was so proud.
Wait,
and
was
I'm-
it your comic shop? Did he give you
No.
a gift certificate to your own comic shop?
No, it was to one of my competitors, but because we don't sell the same things, I could actually use it for stuff, right? And I used it to buy new comics, believe it or not.
Uh-huh.
But and I was telling you guys how thoughtful my son was, because he bought it like
Wonderful.
3 weeks
Such a-
before. He bought it 3 weeks before my birthday. So I mean, he actually put time and effort into it in buying me a birthday present. I thought that was great. Guess what? He revealed the truth to me this weekend.
Yes.
He originally bought it as his contribution to the White Elephant gift for his D&D group. And somehow he got it back at the end of the White Elephant thing and was like, well, crap, now what do I do with it? Oh, I'll give it to my dad.
Yeah.
So it was never his intention to give it to me for my birthday.
Mhm.
And he did not plan ahead and all that wonderful stuff that I was telling you about him.
Yeah.
None of it was true.
No.
That's awesome.
I know. Isn't it
Good
great?
kid.
Good kid. That's right. That's right. But I used it to buy issues 2 and 3 of Refrigerator Full of Heads, which is a comic series from DC Comics and Joe Hill Comics. And it's pretty good. And it's got Tim Fowler art, so it's awesome. I picked up the second Bernard Chang oversized book. Actually, where is it? It's right here. Cliff Chang. Did I say Bernard Chang? I meant
Yes,
Cliff
you did.
Chang. This is a Catwoman, Lonely City.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the oversized, large format books. This is
Mhm.
issue 2. I bought issue 1 and really liked it, but I mean, at $6.99, I wasn't going to buy issue number 2 or 3, but because I had a gift card, I bought it. The other thing I bought was there's a new Stray Dogs limited series called Stray Dogs Dog Days, and the cover, one of the alternate cover, which is the one I got, is a Creep Show homage, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I also picked up previews, which is something I haven't picked up in probably about a year.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to take a look at the,
It's kind of like syphilis at this point. Once is enough.
well, I was going to say, if you guys wanted to look at Marvel previews with me, I could show you some of the stuff coming out in the next few months.
Sure.
Oh, gee, I can't wait.
Dillard says, I'm sorry, I got a call, but now I just finished watching that video clip and it was indeed hilarious. Thank you, Dillard. Thank you. It's not often that I actually tell you guys something is funny and hilarious and it ends up being actually funny.
Mm-hmm.
I know. You're like, guys, let me tell you something funny. I went to the doctor and I have diabetes. Thanks, Andrew. That was a great story.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I have never.
Let me tell you something funny. I had a stroke and have blood in my eye, and they give me steroid shots right in my eyeball.
It's like when you talk about like the lighthearted fun stories you used to come up with, and it would involve like a dead hooker found in like a body bag or something.
You promised you wouldn't tell.
Most stories went that way, you know?
Like most of Andrew's fun stories that have something to do with strippers and dead hookers. You're like you're
like the one that dated a stripper in high school.
but she's still living, as far as I know.
We don't know that for sure. I don't think anybody has seen her.
She's still alive.
As far as I know. I'm just saying, Andrew has this weird like Will Eisner, Frank Miller side to him that he likes to put in furry comics.
By any chance, are you like friends with her on Facebook or something? I mean, do you know where she's at now?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, okay. I didn't think you would.
Mm-hmm.
No, you really think the wife would stand for that? Come on.
Well, the girl that I took to prom that wasn't my wife, the one year I went to prom, I'm friends with her on Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah, but she's like married.
Well, how often do you meet up?
So. Oh, she lives like in Michigan or something. I don't know.
Yeah. You talk to her every night.
Nice.
Oh, God.
haven't been on Facebook in so long. Oh God, I almost thought about going back to Twitter. I came this close to going back to Twitter. Oh, I really don't want to.
I go to Twitter to retweet people about projects.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was thinking about going back to Twitter to share posts when I post new scam videos because that gets a lot of attention. So,
Sure.
oh, you want to hear something else my dick son brought up?
What's that?
Okay. I was telling him about how the channel had gotten a lot of activity because of my scan videos lately, and I thought it was really cool. And then he said to me, he said, Dad, weren't you supposed to have one of your videos on the Dr. Oz show?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, yeah, but I don't know if it ever happened. He said, what if it happened and that's the reason why you're getting attention? And I said, no. It's because of my winning personality and content. It's not because of anything else. He's like,
Yeah, that could literally be it. That there's a good chance it happened, and that's where the uptick comes from. Which is fine. Which is
yeah,
good.
yeah, it is. But
Would your name have been on the doc? I guess your name would have been on it, right?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I
channel
know
name.
in the particular video that they asked to use, it just said down in the quarter, it's a scam. It didn't even say Misfit Corner Comics.
Mhm.
And I gave them permission to use it. I have no idea if they ever used it or not.
Well, this was like Dr. Oz.
Yeah, Dr. Oz. They reached out to me because they were doing an episode about scam calls and robocalls, and they came across one of my videos and wanted to know if they could use it. And I told them they could.
That's probably it, dude.
Damn, I thought it was my winning personality and charm and all the other good stuff.
No, definitely not.
See, now I got to go out and find out if it actually was broadcast because I think they filmed the paperwork that I got. They filmed it back in like November, but I don't know if there was a particular air date or anything. So I don't know if it ever happened or not. Dr. Oz is not on the top of my everyday watch list.
So. No, I can't stand those shows.
Yeah.
No,
well, but you never know.
No offense meant to anyone who does like those shows.
Oh no, not at all. Hey, we all like our own our things, you know. But you guys want to take a look at the Marvels preview?
You're going to anyway.
Yeah, really.
Oh no! I would get input from you guys on whether or not you wanted to do it.
And then you would do it anyway.
Well, yeah.
Fucking asshole.
Just so you know, Andrew, your headphones kind of blow.
I've had issues with the mic. I got to get a new headset. I just haven't done it yet, but I've got to.
Terrible.
I know. Do. All right, I'm switching cameras really quick.
I'll show you guys what I bought yesterday in the green room after.
Oh, okay.
I can't show it there. I can show it on air. There's rules on YouTube about showing these things live.
Okay. Well, this is the Marvels previews for January.
It's backwards.
Oh, well, that's because I'm showing the photo booth. Okay, hold on a second. Let me stop doing that.
That little cake is annoying.
I will switch cameras. There we go. Now it's right. All right. So can you see it now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And on the cover, it's the Immortal X-Men by Kieran Gillian and Lucas Wernick, who I don't think I've ever heard of, with covers by CG fan Mark Brooks. He's a huge CG fan.
What a douche.
Yeah. These are probably. This one's not bad, but this is a horrible cover.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, guess who the artist is on this one? This
I don't know.
Todd, can you tell? I'm going to tell you, and you're going to believe it, but you're also not going to believe it.
No, I have no idea.
It's Kare Andrews.
Really?
Yep.
That surprises me. He's usually better than that.
Yeah, he is. He's usually a lot better than that. But, ugh. All right. So we have the Immortal X-Men #1 with dozens and dozens of variant covers, which is the reason the industry sucks right now. We have X-Men Unlimited Latitude #1, another #1. Oh, by the way, there is 17 #1s in this catalog.
Oh my god!
Out of 75 comics, 17 #1s.
What? Who drew that Wolverine?
Let's see. Looks like Declan Shelby
Okay, that's
is the main artist. So yeah.
Wow. But the comics are doing great.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Then there's X Lives of Wolverine #5 of 5 and X Deaths of Wolverine #5 of 5.
Can I just say that I know they've been using that logo across like all of the X branding. I cannot stand that font. I think that is the cheapest, like obviously cheap font.
Yeah,
I hate it. I hate that font.
Not particularly a fan of that one either. But I guess this was 2 limited series they had going on at the same time. Crazy. We have an all-new Marauders #1. This one is written by Steve Orlando with art by Eleonora Carlini. I have no idea who that is.
Wait, why are X-Men people using the name of some of their villains?
Actually, this is the second Marauder series. They did a Marauder series when they did the.
But the Marauders were villains. They were cyborgs that were X-Men villains.
Yeah, yeah.
Who did that? Who did that pose? That's pretty cool. Is that Peach Momoko?
Which one? This one with Psylocke? No, that's Erica Duruso. The Peach Morocco one is this one.
Oh, hold on. I want to look that up real quick because I really like that actually. Give me 1 second.
Kind of cool.
They spell her name Ruso.
D''Urso. Erica is the first name.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool drawing. I like that a lot.
Then we have Demon Days Blood Feud #1, and this one's got Peach on art. We have Wolverine Patch, a 5-issue limited series.
That could have been cool. I mean, Larry Hama is writing it.
Yeah, who hates us?
Andrea DeVito on art, and it's got multiple covers by Dan Jurgens, John Romita Jr., and Scotty Young. So, okay. Captain Carter is getting her own limited series. Let's see. Carnage. This is issue #1 of Carnage, art by Francisco Mana. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's the type of character you roll out with a miniseries every once in a while.
This is Lethal Protector #1, another limited series.
Mm-hmm.
Strange #1. Don't know anything about that. A new Punisher #1, written by Jason Aaron, so that might be good. I like Jason Aaron.
He doesn't like you.
This is What If Miles Morales Even this cover right here is not good. That's a Sarah Pichelli cover.
Yeah, she's also way better than that.
She's also better. There's a lot of really talented artists at Marvel doing some of like the laziest shit of their careers because they're not getting paid enough.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard. Like
they're not getting paid.
The pay is so low that they just have to bust it out so they don't feel like they're wasting their time. Otherwise you're getting paid like $9 an hour or something.
That cover just really looks bad. Doesn't look good at all. Oh well. We have Iron Fist #2 and Ghost Rider #2. We have Gwenverse #2 of 5 and Savage Spider-Man #2 of 5. That one actually looks kind of cool. Nick Bradshaw cover. It's cool. We have Amazing Spider-Man number 91 and 92. This is an Art Adams cover, but it is boring as hell.
That's an Art Adams cover?
Yeah. There's another one in here too. This is Amazing Spider-Man 92.BEY, and this is Amazing Spider-Man number 93, another Art Adams cover not finalized.
BEY is Bay, homie.
Well, it's Beyond. Beyond is the corporation that now owns the copyright to Spider-Man in the comics. Let's see what else we got here. We got Miles Morales Spider-Man number 36
In his little pink suit.
in his pink suit.
I don't
That makes no sense.
Now Venom, this kind of cool with cover and art by Brian Hitch.
Uh-huh.
That could be very cool. We have Ben Reilly Spider-Man number 3 of 5. Silk number 3. We have the Amazing Spider-Man number 238 Facsimile Edition and Spider-Woman number 21. We have Elektra Black, White, and Blood number 4 of 4. Devil's Reign number 5 and 6 of 6. I haven't heard anything about this Marvel event Devil's Reign. Have you?
Oh, what? The Kingpin is president?
Oh, really? Is that what the storyline is?
I think that's what they're doing because they're still hung up on Trump.
Oh, jeez.
Well, it does have a red, white, and blue on the.
It does. But
Yeah,
Okay.
they're still geeking out over. They're still reading. It's like he's not even office anymore. Jeez.
Devil's Reign Superior 4 number 3, Devil's Reign Villains for Hire number 3, and Devil's Reign Moon Knight number 1. Here more Devil Reign. Devil's
Ooh.
Reign X-Men number 3 of 3,
Randy.
and Daredevil Woman Without Fear number 3 of 3.
Now, Without Fear, is that a Chris Picallo?
It's a Chris Bacalo cover, but yeah. We have Excellent number 2 with Mike Allred art. We have Sabretooth number 2 of 5 with Leonard Kirk on art, but cover by Ryan Stegman. We have X-Men number 9.
That's a Ryan Stegman cover?
Yeah, of the Sabretooth, yeah.
That doesn't look like him at all.
I know it reminds me more of Kubert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the colors.
And we have X-Men number 9 with a cover by Pepe Larraza, who always love his stuff.
Except he doesn't have an A on the end of his name.
I know, but that's how I say it. X-Force Annual number 1, Reckoning War Trial of the Watcher number 1. Let's see. Fantastic Four number 41 and 42, part of the Reckoning War. Haven't heard anything about that. We have Jim Rugg doing Hulk Grand Design Monster number 1.
That cover is awful. He's also someone who's usually better than that. Like I actually have learned to appreciate his work.
Let's see what else we got here. We got Maestro World War M number 2 of 5 and Hulk number 5. Now this new Hulk series, it's written by Donny Cates with art by Ryan Ottley. I actually picked up the first 2 issues just simply based on Ryan Ottley's art. The story, it didn't do anything for me. But
is the art good?
Yeah, I mean it's Ryan Ottley drawing the Hulk. I mean that's it.
But is it good?
Do you like Ryan Ottley's work?
I don't care.
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, then you'll like the Hulk.
No, I won't.
Avengers number 54 and Avengers Forever number 4. Captain America Iron Man number 5 of 5 with a cover by Alex Ross. Got Women of Marvel number 1, a one-shot.
Whammon.
Yep. She-Hulk number 3. Dark Ages number 6 of 6. Wasn't this a big event at some point?
I don't know.
I have no idea anymore.
I don't know what any of that stuff is anymore, man.
Eternals number 10. Silver Surfer Rebirth number 3 of 5. Got a nice Ron Lim cover there. Good to see him still working. Iron Man number 18, another cover by Alex Ross. Moon Knight number 9. Black Panther Legends number 4 of 4. Hawkeye Kate Bishop number 5 of 5. And Black Panther number 4. Miss Marvel Beyond the Limit number 4 of 5. The Thing 5 of 6. And Shang-Chi number 10.
Yeah,
A
no.
lot of limited series.
Yeah. That way they can't. That way they don't have to cancel it after 5 issues like they've been going and restarting it. They started out as a limited series because they know they're going to have to relaunch. They're going to need that new number 1 again. So
Got Black Widow number 15, Captain Marvel number 37, and Thor number 23. Do you remember when some of these comics had like 400, 500?
yep.
It was a long time ago. Strange Academy number 17, The Marvels number 9, and Aliens number 10.
They say because it's so hard to know where to start. It's like, really, I did it. You know, when I started buying comics, I jumped on these books that were in the hundreds of issues. When I was a kid,
King Conan number 4 of 6 with art by Mohammed Asra, who I really like his stuff. Plus, it's written by Jason Aaron, so it's probably going to be a good book. Star Wars Crimson Reign number 3 of 5. Star Wars Han Solo and Chewbacca number 1. Written by Mark Guggenheim. So, Star Wars The Halcon Legacy number 3 of 5. And Star Wars number 22. Star Wars Dr. Aphra 19, Star Wars Bounty Hunters 21, and Star Wars Darth Vader number 21. Man, when Marvel originally relaunched the Star Wars titles, some of those books were really, really good. I don't know what's happened to them since then, and that's it. That's it for new comics. Whole crap load of number 1s. Whole crap load of limited series, and nothing that jumps out as I gotta get this.
A whole lot of crap.
Yeah. Oh well.
It seemed like it seemed like the only books that I'd even remotely be interested in are the Hulk, and like the Venom / Carnage books always look at least moderately interesting.
Well, the Venom book, they've got Brian Hitch on art. I mean,
Kodiak is in here, man.
Hey, what's up, Kodiak?
Oh, hey, man.
Heads. Where the hell have you been?
Oh, he's been doing his thing, man. He's been doing his thing, working on his own book.
Yeah,
Nice.
I saw some picture, an image that he posted on, I think it was Facebook or maybe Instagram. That looked really, really nice.
Kodiak's been He's been hard at work, man, on just like everything in his life, like putting in work. Proud of you.
Yep. Yep. He's probably out there working right now, so.
Well, we miss you.
We miss you too, man. Ugh. He says I meant crack.
Yeah.
What did he say that required him to have to clarify that? Oh,
Crack.
you're all crackheads. Okay.
Ah, dang, man.
Hey, that works. That works. Ugh.
Yeah, he's driving.
Yep, that's what I figured. That's what I figured.
Speaking of driving, I got to remember to go put my tag on my car tomorrow. I'll put the tag on my truck. Ugh.
Well, it's awesome to know the Kodiak is out there. He's doing his thing, and he's out there. I get worried sometimes when I don't hear from him for a while, but it's good to hear from him. Last time I heard from him, he called me, and he was going to come by my store, and he wasn't able to. But at least I knew he was out there doing his thing, so it's good.
Yeah, I just keep up with his Instagram posts. I see him.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good.
Sometimes we chat on there. In the DMs.
In the DMs. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I only pay attention to YouTube. I totally forget about Twitter and Instagram and YouTube. I'm not YouTube. What's that other one?
Facebook.
Facebook. That's it. Sorry, I was blanking.
Jeez. That's funny.
Oh, he says, actually, I'm currently thinking and coloring one of your pictures, Andrew. Oh, awesome.
He might mean inking and coloring.
Well, he's doing something to mine, so.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I appreciate everybody who came by and visited tonight. I thank you all for joining. And next week, next Friday, we'll have something planned instead of just, going by shooting from the hip. And what's the expression?
Shoot it in your mouth.
That's not the expression I was thinking of.
Oh.
Yeah. Thanks, Avery.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. Thanks.
Welcome.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Kodiak, don't be a stranger. Everybody else, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll catch y'all next time.
I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Love you too.
Bye
Bye.
bye.